is at 90 and Coth Knight
Right.
is
Hey.
at 60 and
Yeah, you're still lagging out a
still
bit.
lagging a bit. Then okay, is it live?
Yes, we are live.
Okay,
so
welcome
to
ladies and gentlemen to season 4 of ETF2L powered by Blackout Gaming. And today we're going to go through two games between hePPa and it's all good. We already started the game. Actually, see what's going on. In today is going to cast.
what's up, dudes? Could just was a really bad finish, but it looks like hePPas is being really strong in here. So at lobby, they're trying to push in straight at the moment, and they've got Uber, but Bulo doesn't quite have it yet. I don't think so. It looks like this is going to be an easy cap for hePPa unless something desperate's going to happen, but it doesn't look like it. It looks like all good are just wide up. Pyro caps the point. That's 1-0 already to hePPa. Wow, that was absolutely dominant.
Okay, it's good then. Here we go at the beginning of the second round. First round was really fast, and hePPa just were dominating this round, building Ubers pretty fast and popping them as soon as they got them. So really good plays there by Coth Knight. hePPa's medic is already at 50 Uber when Bulo is at 40. They're trying to push in. hePPa's trying to go through the right side, looking for them spawn, trying to get some spam by Quickie. I think that's his name, Quickie. They picked out a soldier where it's all good, trying to push through the elbow on the left side, trying to flush them out from that position. Not really happening right now. There's some demo spam left and right, trying to pick up the medic. Medic's at 20 HP. Coth Knight, he's 100 Uber right now. Probably is going to push straight away for the second point, and hePPa's already capped the mid.
That was surprising actually, because it looked hePPa was quite disorganized on mid. I noticed that the heavy went one way, he went up corner.
The control point is being contested.
The demo and the medic went the other way. But for some reason, and it's cost them dearly, they got about 5 or 6 picks hePPa. And hePPa is basically he's
A push. Right now, it's all good. Are respawning. They're getting the. This last point is really capping fast. There's a really nice pick by Inso there on a sniper Lestrade with the ambassador. We see right now like it's all good, trying to push in through the balcony area here. Soldier Roto is trying to get the medic, but he's not quite doing that yet. There's Goala trying to get behind Potted, and he's not going to do anything right now. I hope. Yes, there he is. Pinky just fisted him to death. Not really happening much. Not really dealing that much damage, but Fanny picked him up. And right now, I think are trying to get the second point going on.
yeah, and Bulo's got a full Uber at the moment. He didn't make use of that, so Coth Knight's got crits and he drops once again. Bulo gets picked by the Creek. So great rocket by him. It takes down Pinky as well, so that's no heavy, no medic for It's All Good. Bit too keen there for time a bit, and Cotton Knights now on Kritzkrieg and hoping that maybe they can make a difference with this, but it should be an easy round for hePPa. Yeah, it's definitely it. So that's 2-0
And we're already like not
already.
even 10 minutes into the game. That's
only
quite
5 minutes.
surprising. And know what they're doing on here. They're really scattered around. Pushes are not organized, and
Yeah.
below, of course.
That was unfortunate. I think that was a little bit miscommunicated. I wasn't aware that the medic could use crits, and it was a bit too late. But the Knight's just gone down, so they just win this middle. They just shots just gets chased with the combat sentry.
And he got below as well.
Yeah, I just ate my words, and Pinky gets taken down by Koala, I think it is. All these Finnish names, man.
Alert.
So confused.
Control point has been
There's only
contested.
Inso was on the Inso up for It's All Good, and that's another middle point, 1 for hePPa straight away after this point, which is definitely not an build. Because
Yeah.
we've seen some really good pushes by hePPa. I am quite surprised how much damage they can do. How good their pushes are. That's quite surprising, really. I up all good as the black horse of this game.
Yeah. hePPa, so that's definitely going to make advantage on a 5 CP sec for 6. On the top. Brassed soldier at the moment, down by Nyak. Pinky takes down Santu as well, so it looks like It's All Good have just managed to hold this last push by the skin of their teeth.
Yes, exactly. It was battle even going here because Santu, hePPa's scout, managed to pick up Bullo on the last point there, which really didn't help It's All Good at all. They're trying to get this second point working. They're trying to harass.
Alert. Alert. Our control point is being captured.
It's a bit. Sniper Fanny's himself on the balcony, trying to get some time, probably with Inso. But at the same time, they really need to watch that last point. Because some time on it. It's not going to look well again. Any of hePPa's players to near that.
Yeah, Lazy Bear tries to take down the demo for hePPa as well, but doesn't manage to quite get him. I'm gonna start talking about classes instead of trying to pronounce the Finnish words because I see that people in the stream chat are laughing at me, but apologies, I'm only Scottish. Don't blame the messenger, I guess.
You can't blame Russian for not spelling Finnish names, because hey, it's a hard language, okay? Nobody knows
they all came up with
Finnish
their
that much.
names when they were all drunk as well, apparently. So it looks like the crits has come in here. I manages to get Lazy Bear down, so not much work done with that crits. The curates has gone down as well for hePPa. Daps is trying to pick in and see if he can get a pick. He might get the demo man here. No, he just walked straight into the sticky. It was fortunate. But then there's a capstone going on. Roto doing work as well. Manages to get the point cap. That's 3-0 to hePPa. I just noticed that Roto's doing fantastic work for hePPa.
Exactly. He's like all really mobile. He's sneaking behind enemy lines all the time. He's really working well with Cotton Knight. I have to say he might be the match of the match, even though it's third round already. And I think we have a pause right now.
Yep, seems to be the case. I'm just asking Bulo from It's All Good to see what the situation is. guess we'll find out.
We'll get some insight on
I
that.
will
And
pause
in
it.
the meantime, I'll just go through the teams because we didn't have time to actually do that. On It's All Good, we have Lazy. Okay. Let's hope it's going to be that way. Let's go through teams, shall we? On It's All Good, we have Lazy Bear on Scout, of course, Bulo on Medic, Fanny on Sniper, Pinky on Heavy, Rudy on Pyro, NCM on Engineer, Schmoose on Soldier, Inso on Spy, and Nyak on Demoman. And when we go over to hePPa, we have Grace on Pyro, Shots on Engineer, Depsh on Heavy, Coffin Knight on Medic, Santu on Scout, really great work here during these 3 rounds. Roto, excellent player as well on Soldier. Quickie on Demo Man, Les Stroud on Sniper, and Goala is on Spy.
Yep. Great all-star lineup there, of course. It's All Good, our well-established Highlander team, both in UGC and ETF2L. I think hePPa are ETF2L only, but they've I think they've beaten Large Beats of Beef earlier in this season on Gravel Pit. I think they're definitely the team to beat in Division 2B, which is what this match is from. So it's to me, it's clear that the 6v6 players and experience is really shining through for hePPa on this map. I'm not sure if they can bring the same kind of dominance to Lakeside or not, so I guess we'll see, because obviously tonight there's 2 maps. There's the Gully Wash, it's 30-minute it's win difference 5 in European rules, and then we move over to King of the Hill Lakeside, which is definitely a map much like other King of the Hill maps where death matching skills really become a lot more prominent than tactics.
Let's hope It's All Good will solve their problems out and actually push out of the second point to third, because we haven't seen that in a while. Actually, we have never seen It's All Good pushing out to the second point out of the last. Seems like hePPa is really dominant right now. And seems like we have some server problems. I don't know, I'm getting these disconnection pop up in the right top corner
It looks
of
like
my
they've
screen
unpaused
sometimes.
now, so I think we're back in business.
Yes, we indeed are.
So if you just joined us, we're Blackout TV. It's myself, Russian Guyevich, and Jake from One Round Wonders, the one and only, casting ETF2L Division 2B match Highlander Season 4 between It's All Good and hePPa. So take us to mid, Jake.
Okay, so what we see is It's All Good pushing through elbow left side, just right into hePPa's combo and Pyro as well on the right side. They're trying to battle their way out on the right side of the map right here, trying to out-DM the enemies. There's some heavy and mini sentry spam from the big door as well, but seems like hePPa already got the middle point. They're getting some time on it. It's All Good trying to push out from the elbow area here. Bulo is already at 100%. No, yes he is. He definitely doesn't want to drop that right now, as he's really seems to be prone on dropping the Ubers. Well, I don't want to give him bad advertisement, but you know, it's Bulo. He's a good medic, but sometimes he's prone to dropping, and he's known for that. But you know, everyone loves Bulo.
It's been watching too many sucker POV demos, that's probably what it is. And it looks like Roto's just doing that cookie cutter hiding spot that the Roman soldier usually does in 6v6, so he's going to hopefully see if he can get a pick. Although another option is, of course, he could maybe go drop down and try and jump from underneath. I think the Pyro's Rudy is maybe looking out for a jumper or something like that, or just general spy checking. But it looks like we're just at the ye olde stalemate situation on Gully Wash, which is pretty common. But it looks like It's All Good are maybe trying something, but Roto's trying to get a couple rockets in. Doesn't manage to get anything, gets a reflect rocket in his face, gets taken down by Pinky in the end. So unfortunately there was nothing to be gained from doing that. I think it looks like Coffin Knight and the combo for hePPa are just holding up Riverside, just keeping that height advantage, hoping that It's All Good come in and just, you know, fill push. But likewise, It's All Good are doing the same. They're just hanging out with Choke, expecting hePPa to come and push in. But I mean, they're 3-0 up, Jake, so they don't really have a need to be aggressive at all at this point, do
Exactly.
they?
They can just stalemate till the end of the round, to be honest. They're trying to work their things out. I think they're waiting for a good pick to push in both teams. Both teams are on Uber, and there's a red Uber popped in, counter pop from hePPa as well. They're dropping all down to the big door. area here, trying to spam them enemies down. Nyak goes down, Lazy Bear as well for It's All Good, and it seems like It's All Good has to back out from a big door again to the middle point. They seem to be holding middle quite firm and solid, but their push wasn't that good either. Trying to work their way out. Medic with the combo is trying to push in through the Z area here, trying to flush.
They're in big trouble now.
Down.
They're in absolute big trouble because it's only the heavy and the medic that's there. Pinky gets taken down as expected. Yeah, I think they were being a little bit too aggressive holding there when they didn't have a demo man and everybody else around the combo. So it looks like that's been a bit of a detriment to holding this. But likewise, it looks like hePPa's lost quite a few players. There are only 4 players up at the moment. It looks like It's All Good can maybe just push in here.
That is the perfect time to push in. It's All Good seems to be a little bit better here. That one Pyro Kratis did a good job just damaging all the players down. But there's a headshot on Nyak. Wow, Les Stroud getting this huge headshot on Nyak. Really disrupting that Uber push. There's the Uber pop from below. He managed to save himself and his teammates from Roto, who's really doing a good job here. hePPa's trying to hold top, and Fanny gets down Cotton Knight with a really good headshot from across the map. Really big play, and there goes the second point for It's All Good. And there's the follow-up by Rudy. The Pyro for It's All Good.
Mad, man.
Wow,
Yeah,
wow. I wouldn't expect Pyro to be so sneaky.
That's the power of the unusual.
Oh wow, seems like It's All Good solved their problems pretty well, and they are regaining their territory right now. I hope it will stay that way because we hope to have a really exciting and entertaining match.
It looks like Nyak got to mid a lot quicker than is it? How do you pronounce his name? Sorry. The blue demo man.
Quickie, let's just call him Quickie.
Quickie, okay, yeah, he got to mid quite slow. Didn't do wonders, but once again, it looks like It's All Good to put themselves in a very passive position. They're just gonna get spammed out. Bulo gets taken down with a body shot by Lestraud. I don't know, I just like pronouncing it like that. And so hePPa looks like they're gonna just take this mid, walk off real. Lestraud gets another pick on Lazy Bear as well when he's trying to escape. So, Cotton Knight's got 100% Uber at the moment, so they could just push in and be super aggressive, and they've got a full Uber to make use of this moment. But I'm just wondering to see if It's All Good are going to go balls out and see if they can at least make that medic force his Uber, but I guess we'll just have to see. It looks like at this point the second point's definitely going to be capped, but It's All Good are holding up top on Riverside. They've got good position. Roto gets taken down, so does Depth, so there's no heavy for It's All Good at the moment, although Cotton Knight, I think he got his Uber force, and apologies I missed that. The scout's trying to get him down, it doesn't manage to in the end, so Cotton Knight's going to stay up. It's
Shots
weird,
was trying to just back up here, the second point all the time.
It's All Good's not paying attention at all, because the demo man, they just completely flanked him and nobody made that call. Bit of a questionable communication there from It's All Good, so fortunately they've lost most of their combo, but thankfully the heavy Bulo, the medic Bulo is still up 70%, so Cotton Knight hasn't even started building his Uber just yet, so Bulo's going to have quite a big advantage, 80% so far.
And I hope to see a really good follow-up from the second point to third if they manage to actually push out of the last point. Seems like hePPa already respawned and they're standing on the second point right now. Cotton Knight is running crits right now, so we should probably see some really good Quickie or Roto action with that crits. And probably we'll see Bulo dropping again. Let's hope that not going to happen for It's All Good, because it worked one time and then, I really do hope that Bulo learns from his mistakes and will not do the same mistake again. They should push right now from the balcony area, because they still have this advantage right now because they're running regular Uber. There's the pop though. Cotton Knight popped his crits as well, trying to get some picks. But he's quite low, he's 20 HP and he goes down eventually. But there's the back cap by hePPa and Kratis with Santu, Pyro and Scouts respectively. Yes.
Yeah, Santu's doing some great work for hePPa on this map. He's got 46 points compared to I think the heavy's down on 28. Second top is Schultz. I'm sorry for pronouncing that wrong, but yeah, it definitely looks like Santu definitely a 6v6 player. I think he plays for Lutuset, definitely shining on Gully Wash. And Cough Knight gets taken down by a body shot by Fanny, so no medic for them. But likewise, Bulo gets taken down by a body shot from Stroud, so equal body shotting snipers on either team at the moment. But hePPa's definitely losing a lot of players. There's only 4 players up in the moment. I think it's all good if they just played a little bit more aggressive. They could take this mid, but I'm just seeing Pinky's trying to do a bit of a flank. He's only on 98 health, so he's probably just going to pick up that medkit and see what he can do. And then likewise, yeah, I just see that it's all good. Have probably got this mid fight, so well played to them. Knight is up 25%. Bulo is 10% Uber less, but so far it's quite balanced in terms of Uber.
Gola is trying to sneak up behind Bulo, but he didn't quite make it. He got called out and killed by a mini sentry. Seems like It's All Good is going to hold the choke area right now, trying to push out, see what they can do. Demo goes down for hePPa, and Cough Knight goes down with Nyak's pill.
Yeah, Nyak just took down both the demo and the medic with one pipe, so nice shot by him there.
Bulo's already at 80%. They're pushing in straight away for the last point, since Blue's medic and demo are both down. They're already respawned, so Bulo's at 95. We should see a push any second now. There it is.
And the Uber's been
going
used
to jump in. Let's see what they get. Oh no, they got.
They're not going to get into
destroyed.
Dominus. I don't know where Pinky is, but I don't think pushing through main was a good idea, because they went in and then they pushed out. They were a bit hesitant on doing that. I don't know if that's because of the sniper there or what, and they just didn't have the Uber yet. But what I think they should have maybe pushed from Riverside there just to get the flank, get the jumpers in, maybe try and put some pressure onto the medic, force him back into spawn, and then just try and move on in with the other roaming classes in the combo once they had the Uber. But it didn't look like that was the best of pushing for It's All Good, and they'd be lucky to hold second at this point now. I think they've just got their spawners back up, but Cough Knight is on 80% Uber, so they're definitely going to come in here. You can see that they're coming onto second, trying to point. Santu trying to get a pick on Cough Knight. Sorry, Lazybear gets taken down by Cough. Oh.
Them Finnish names, really.
Honestly, it's like a tongue twister, but Scandinavian.
There's already Pinky trying to save the second point, but he will not make it, as Scout is just basically standing on top of it and capping casually. He gets down eventually to NCM. You missed one thing. Roto just jumped single-handedly, picking out Nyak and Bulo with shotgun shots. That was quite impressive there on the second point, but seems like It's All Good are regaining their territory right now. They did cap second point here. We're just waiting for Bulo to come up and probably figure something out. Cough Knight is already on 50%, so if hePPa's going to hold last point with that Uber, that should work pretty well. If they decide to push in, which I would recommend in that situation, they should do it straight away. They already faked a call, even though they're on 80%. I heard that. So let's see what they will think about it, what they will do about the situation.
Yeah. And It's All Good is playing still quite passively as well. I think Cough Knight either expects them to play more aggressive or is assuming that he's at a disadvantage, but he's not exactly, because Bulo doesn't even have the Uber yet. It looks like they're going to try a Riverside push this time. Rudy from the Red Pyro is going underneath to maybe distract, but I don't think he's aware it's a level 3. Oh!
Gola gets Bulo and Pinky as well, dropping that Uber, but there's going to drop by Fanny! Oh wow, a nice, really impressive headshot on Cough Knight, and both medics are equal again. No Ubers for both sides. Holy... Oh my god, that was the most impressive thing I've seen in that match yet. Fanny gets less Stroud again. There's level 3 sentry on the point, gets down Fanny. NCM's trying to sneak by, but he got spotted by Kratos, and his mini sentry and his little diversion there didn't work quite well.
Yeah, I think once again, It's All Good's passive style has kind of cost them severely. I mean, they had the Uber, they should have just went in, but there were too much. I think they were a bit confused as to how they were going to do things, and then as a result, the Spy just came in and took advantage of Bulo kind of just trying to put everyone off and heal people before they pushed in. And you know, you really have to make use of the Uber advantages when you got it, but I'm just going to put that down to essentially maybe just inexperience on 5 CP maps more than anything else. I don't think it was particularly Bulo's mistake.
I have to agree. 5CP maps are not really common in Highlander, especially because it's the construction of 5CP maps that really it's a bit stalematey if both teams are equal as it comes to skills. It's hard really to coordinate all players on the same map. It's quite huge. You can tell Golden Wash is one of the biggest maps. It's hard for medics to actually coordinate anything that's going on, and that's going along with the pushes. But there we see Pinky, Bullo, and Lazybear are going through the river, trying to get a back cap here. They pop on the point, trying to get some time on it, but it's being blocked by hePPa's counter pop. They're being pushed up by Karates with that air blasts. But Pinky is still up, they're still holding that river, still under the point, they're still harassing there. Blue Heavy goes down, Pinky's really doing a lot of job here, he's 100 health, he gets down the medic, and there goes the cap. 4-2 for hePPa.
4-2, yeah. I
Wow.
actually I saw Kritzcast doing that exact same tactic on Monday when they were playing Spirits in a Shell. They did it about, in fact I think it was pretty much the only push they tried into last, and most times it basically worked out well for them. And once again I've just been shown that it does seem to be feasible, pushing in, Ubering in, and then falling back with combo, and then just trying to get work done after it. But then I guess we're on the mid fight, and I think hePPa is in a much better position at the moment here. The combo for It's All Good is closer. I think they tried to be a little bit more aggressive on this, but then let's see if Roto can do anything. I think he's falling out. Fana gets a nice pick on the demo man there, and I think a few players are quite down for hePPa at the moment, so I think they just need to give up this mid fight and then maybe just rethink things. But Coffin Knight hasn't went down yet, so the Ubers should be equal, so they might be able to hold second.
It indeed is. It's All Good seems to control the midpoint, and they won all the battles that were going on. Even though they seem to be in a disadvantage, they managed to get some really important picks, and that allowed them to push in. Both medics have the Uber. Here we see hePPa's trying to hold the balcony area above the point, trying to just spam out enemies from the second, while Lazybear is just standing. Basically, whole red team is just standing here. There goes both pops, and hePPa are forced to run away as they pop a millisecond later. Then It's All Good. It's All Good is trying to follow up with that Uber push and trying to stop push in the last point and trying to be aggressive. They took the lobby, and it seems like hePPa's really need to focus on the last point again.
Yeah, I don't think hePPa wanted to give away that height advantage until the very last minute, maybe try and contest second, but by that time a lot of their players had gone down. Their sniper got picked off by the Lazybear, and so it was only basically the Heavy who was able to do anything. So that Uber wasn't too good for them, but I suppose it's still quite equal. Roto gets picked down by Inso, he tries to get some work done on the last point, but gets taken down. That's a spy for It's All Good. So I think we're going to see another equal Uber push coming in here.
Rudy's
underneath. Rudy's
he was
underneath trying
to do
to
the
get some
same
work
thing
done.
again. Yes, and he got the.
Oh, Bullo gets taken down by Lestrade. I could love to say it that way. Right?
Yes,
So Coffin Knight uses Uber as well, so It's All Good. Looks like kind of starting to crumble a bit for them. There's only 3 minutes and 50 seconds to go left on Gully Wash, so they really need to start rethinking how they're doing these last mids if they want to try and make this equal or even win the map.
Inso gets a stab on quickly, trying to pick off another player. That's a good stab, because the demo on last is especially important, as he can just stick you up last point and not allowing enemies to actually go even near it. There goes the near shots by really good pipes by Nyak, trying to spam enemies down. It's All Good are really aggressive here, trying to spam enemies down from the last point. They're forced to get back, as Coffin Knight died 10 seconds ago, and he's already spawning. And Dabsh already goes down for Nyak.
Twala takes down Bullo as well, so both medics down. Coffin Knight's just spawned back up again.
Rambo here. Oh wow. Pinky went Rambo there, just completely disallowing enemy team to actually push out of the spawn, and the rest of his team just basically walked into the last point and capped it without any problems whatsoever. Really good teamwork there, even though they didn't have medic, as Bullo just died to go a backstab.
Yeah, well played to Pinky there. I mean, Nomadic just goes in, he's like, yeah, I have to side DM you, and it looks like that seemed to have worked, but that was because hePPa wasn't quite paying attention, and I'm just wondering if maybe they're going to try and rethink how they're going to be pushing onto this mid at all, but then it seems to be quite equal at the moment, but hePPa's in quite a bad position. They're in elbow, but their heavy's quite weak. Cawthon Knight's been taken down, but so is Bulo, so no medics, no heals. I think it's just going to be a DM fight. It's a little bit all over the place at the moment. Nyak's trying to take down the Demo Man, manages to just get out with his life, and I think hePPa might just try and get this mid. Yeah, Pinky takes down Karates. There's a spy right behind Pinky though. He's
cut
going to see if he can
off
get the
on
pick.
enemy's path right here, so it's really hard for him to actually push out of this
Yeah,
on his
Pinky's
own.
in trouble. Pinky's in trouble. He's going to get picked down by Quella. Nice play.
God, that goes down to
Lestraud.
Laserbear. Yes, Lestraud. The funny kills Dapsh, the hePPa's heavy. There goes Lestraud trying to speak, and he gets schmooze. So Lestraud, really good game today, picking out all those players. The 2 body shots, good body shots. They're not really a thing to boast around about, but still, they're working, right?
Damn, this is probably one of the longest mid fights I've ever seen. I think we've accidentally stumbled onto a SOAP DM server here, but it's still going on. We're like 2 minutes on the play. There's only 1 minute and 5 seconds left on the clock now, so I think it's all good. They need to just basically build up that Uber 90% for Bulo and just come on in and see if they can get something done because time's running out. Bulo gets taken down with another body shot by Lestraud.
Lestraud! Oh man, there goes the pump from the blue team. Cawthon Knight managed to save himself from the pyro who's about to kill him, murder him, just completely destroy him, but there goes the counter pop trying to save him. Nyak kills himself. How did that happen?
I think he knows that it's GG pretty much, so he's just probably messing around.
Only 3 players up for It's All Good. About 26 seconds left, so I don't think we're going to see anything going on from It's All Good.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely got their act together a lot better towards the end of that, but unfortunately it's just too little too late for them. I think maybe if they can just bring that momentum into Lakeside, then they've definitely got a chance of taking a few points away from hePPa, but it looks like hePPa's definitely won this map 4 points to 3. 2 seconds left on the clock, and yep, that's 4-3 to hePPa, so first map goes to the All Finns.
Yes, exactly. I would like to say really good play by Fanny in the last seconds. He got a lot of picks on the middle there with the help of Bulo. I have to say that was nice thing to see, but not really helpful as it comes to the team and as it comes to points. So what's going to happen now, Russian? What's going on? Are they going to go to Lakeside, or they're just going to play one more round of Gullywash?
I believe they are going to swap to the second map pretty soon, and we're just waiting for the STV to switch. I guess they have that delay variable on, as we've seen in the past with many casts clinch moment. 10 seconds to go. Yeah, I'm thinking of whiskey too much. 10 seconds to go, and it turns out that the map changes level, and we don't get to see what happens.
Yes, that's nice of them. I really appreciate when teams actually get this notice that, hey, someone is casting, guys. Might just wait like a minute or 2 for the stream to catch up. That's really nice from below there. Really, thank you guys. So we're going to Lakeside, a really DMy map, Cuffs, which is King of the Hill. Currently, hePPas are winning 4-3. We are going to see how It's All Good is going to respond to that offense on them.
Yeah, I think King of the Hill maps really bring out the death matching skills, and even though hePPa may not have PCW'd or played this map quite often, I think that we're definitely going to see a lot of work from their scout and their Solly, because they were definitely doing work. Santu plays for Lutusat, I think, who are Div 1 6v6 team. He was just getting kills left, right and centre on It's All Good on Gullywash, so he can bring that sort of experience of a scout into this map. We're going to see him doing a lot of work. But the one thing with the Lakeside, it's very open, so if you've got a good sniper, then he's going to love this map, basically.
And we have two really, really good snipers on each side. We have Fanny, who showed a lot of sniper skill, and he got enemy medic quite a few times, I have to say. And we have Lestraud, who actually just body shots every single person on It's All Good's team. He's just unstoppable.
Yeah, you should maybe think about switching to the Sydney Sleeper.
Well, you know, you can't really headshot with it, but you still can help out your team. I think a fully charged body shot would work better than 150 damage with the piss effect.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what's going to happen. He can still headshot even if he misses the body, he can still headshot. So, you know, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how Lestraud, the powerful Finn, bearing that sniper rifle with pride, will respond to Fanny's little pokes with his sniper rifle-y thing. Of course, we're gonna see really good action from both heavies. Depsh and Pinky, both really good heavies. They shot a lot this game, especially Pinky just working without his medic pretty damn well. And of course, two scouts on each side. We have Lazy Bear, who is an excellent scout, very mobile, very knows a lot about game sense. And he is basically one of the best scouts in Europe. It is said, and he's going to play in UGC All-Stars. At least he has the most votes he usually has. So I have to say he's one of the best scouts I've seen. But on the other side, we have wait. What was the other scout's name? Because oh my god, too many names. The other scout, anyways, this scout for hePPas are really good. He shot a lot this game, along with Roto, who was basically one-man army with that shotgun. He wasn't even wearing gunboats. He was just wearing that shotgun to maximize his output damage, and he was doing pretty good stuff with it. So I'm really eager to watch this video, watch this stream, watch this STV right now to see which team is actually better, because both teams are really strong and are really good as it comes to DM abilities.
Yeah, going back to Pinky, he had like 5 dominations by the end of Gully Wash, so I think it might have been he was definitely doing a lot of work. He was not having a bad game, to say the least. And yeah, I think playing heavy on Lakeside is, I don't know, I've played it in the past, I've never quite enjoyed it too much, but I do, however, love playing it as Demo Man, because you can get so much damage done on people, and you tend to get crits from the medic, because medics usually go crits Krieg, perma crits on cough maps, unless they feel like they need to spin it up with a bit of an Uber. So it's just because the point itself is like, you know, it's up a bunch of stairs, so by owning the point, it's quite difficult for the opposing team to push, and it's quite easy for you to hold it as well. But especially if you have crits Krieg, then you can just like play passive a bit and then be like, fine, put the 3 people on the point, and then you just jump in and go like lol sticky in your face and then kill them. So
exactly. As you know, I'm playing medic for 1-1 Wonders. I've always been playing medic. I absolutely love the class, and the crits on Cough Mess is really a personal choice. For example, if a set demo really likes to use crits and his stickies are really accurate, it's even good to use crits. But you know, on the other side, even though you build crits faster, 25% faster to be exact, sometimes the medic is just vulnerable and he can get picked by a scout or a sniper that are watching the middle point from a safe distance that a sticky can't really fly to. So you know, it's a both ways. It's a risk you need to take if you want to play really aggressive and your demo really wants to use that crits effectively. I personally like to stick with the regular medigun all the time, because it's like too dependable. It's like a Russian tank. It's something you can depend on. It will never fail you. It will never break down, even though it's a bit slow and a bit clumsy. It will never fail you. It will never break down. So I like to think about the regular medigun in that way.
Either you've been playing too much World of Tanks, or you've been playing too much Command & Conquer Red Alert, or you just know a lot about Rush tanks. But I'll give you that one. So So the Mad
You
Gun's
know,
like a
your
Russian tank,
name
guys.
is quite adequate for the topic, so I said, hey, I'll just go with Russian tanks, okay?
Okay, I thought you were like some kind of mechanical like engineer
I
for
like,
like
yeah,
military.
I like the actually war kind of theme. You know, we're playing TF2, so TF2 is kind of war-like, kind of connected with it. But it's nice to actually have other games that you can play, not only TF2, because I know some guys really tend to be tired after some time playing competitive TF2. They just get tired of the TF2 at all, and they play really bad. They need some break, really take breaks for something, and they usually just go to other games, other multiplayer games to be exact. For example, Call of Duty.
Yeah, it's quite depressing after playing TF2 for thousands of hours and then going onto a game like Quake 3 and then being just beyond awful. And then you're like, wow,
Exactly.
it's like, I can't believe that I played at such a slow-paced FPS.
Exactly.
And then your aim's just like horrible and quick. But I think like there's definitely a game to like you could easily switch over to and you know like take the sort of like DM sort of sense from TF2 over and vice versa. Like playing a lot of Quake will definitely help your deathmatching, and that's why you could see that you know ex-Quake players come over to TF2 and play Scout, and they're able to just destroy everyone no problem because they're just so used to that kind of Twitch sort of aim.
Exactly. Well, Quake 3 is actually just known to be absolutely the fastest paced game that ever was designed. TF2 is known and considered to be one of the more fast paced games that are out, but really Quake 3 is just rocket jumping all over the place and shotgunning people to death. I remember when I was playing Quake 2 Arena, when really I was just basically rocket jumping all over the map and trying to shot people with sniper rifles or something, because it really gave me a lot of fun back in the day. But it was a good transition for me to just go from Quake 2 to Counter-Strike and then to TF2, because you know it's one of the best games I've ever played, one of the best multiplayer games I've ever played. It gives so much fun, and of course, who doesn't want to play in a game that offers you hats, really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hats, please. Give me hats. I accept every single one of them.
I think it's kind of hard to pinpoint any specific reason as to why you could just fall in love with TF2 as a game, but I think the thing that really glues it all together is just it's such a friendly community just in general. I mean, I think it's mainly to do with the fact that Valve, like, they do help a little bit with competitive TF2 scene, but they don't make it that prominent in comparison to like how Riot promote League of Legends and how like Blizzard promotes StarCraft and things like that. But I think as a result, it kind of makes the community a lot more close-knit and nicer to each other. And it's just definitely the people that makes me stick around playing this game.
Exactly, I really do love the community in TF2. The Reddit is really helpful. The true TF Reddit, which is all about competitive and really important topics that go around Team Fortress 2, is really helpful. Again, UGC forums, the TF2L forums, you don't really have annoying or really douchey people there. There are always people that are trying to help you out. They're trying to solve your problem, whichever problem that would be. Really, that's one of the most beautiful and one of the best communities I've ever encountered.
You're making me all teary-eyed now, Jake.
Yes, I know, but it's true. I have to say it's true, because every single person I met on TF2 is really friendly and want to help you out. And even though you are not that good, they just say that it doesn't matter, you can get better, you just practice more, and you can still develop a lot. You can really tell that by looking at these two teams that are trying to join the server but not doing quite fast. Okay.
Yeah, according to Below, they're having problems. Some of their players, like Lazy Bear, are unable to connect to the server, or they keep timing out and disconnecting, or for whatever reason. So they're just trying to get stuff sorted out and see how things go. I don't know if they're going to maybe revert to using a Merc or something. Hopefully that's not the case, but I suppose we'll just have to wait and see for now.
Exactly. Lazy Bear is a really good player for It's All Good, and if it doesn't play in this game, that's going to be a bit of a problem for Below. Let's see how it goes, though. I hope he solves this problem and he can connect, and we can see another good round of Team Fortress 2 on Lakeside.
Yeah, I guess we can make use of this time to do a bit of shameless promotion. So what we're doing at Blackout TV is we're basically just trying to fill a gap in the European TF2 community casting sort of Europe, not just Highlander, but we're hoping to move into 6v6 casting, perhaps to Division 1 to 4 games, for example. But in comparison to like North American UGC, there's like loads of people who are casting games. I know that their scene's a lot bigger, they have more people than Europe, but what we're hoping to do is kind of fill out the void. I mean, we've only been around for about a month or something, I think, John, so if you want to help out, if you feel that you can maybe do a better job than me casting, like, oh, he's that drunken Scottish guy who's just speaking rubbish, then feel free to apply, and if you want to be a caster or something, we're more than welcome to allow you to get some experience. And so also make sure that you follow us on Twitch. We usually cast quite a few days a week, maybe 4 or 5 sometimes, casting both UGC and ETF2L Season 4 at this time. And it looks like we've, I think we might have gone live, have we? Jake, I'm just checking.
I think we have all 9 players on each team.
Yeah, I think they're just readying up. I heard the little squidgy
I just wanted to
sound.
tell one thing about your shameless promotion. Jesse Cox's words: advertise like shameless whores. That is the best. That is the best way to actually promote European TF2 scene, and you guys are doing pretty well. I'm very happy to cast with you guys, that you gave me this occasion, this chance to actually improve, I would say. Yes, I think I'd say improve and actually try it out how it goes, as I probably won't be able to have enough time to get involved into being in a team playing, actually, so I can at least have this contact with TF2 by casting games, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
so
it's great fun. I mean,
if you want to try it out, just give it a call to Russian or John, and they will more than happy be to actually try it out and give you a chance to cast something. Okay, so we're just waiting for Bulo to give us a mark when they're starting, and we are probably ready to go. Are we Russian?
well, I hope not, because Bulo's got the quick fix equipped, so I'm assuming that he's AFK.
Well, you know, quick fix is a viable weapon. You should not underestimate this
The one
piece
thing
of
that
equipment.
I think it's a very interesting concept what Valve have done, but there's 2 main problems with the quick fix. And the first one, of course, is that the Uber against an Uber or a crits is next to useless. Maybe less so than against the crits than it is for an Uber, but the one thing that makes it really inefficient is the simple fact that you can't overheal anyone, so you can't really use it in 6v6. You need to be buffing your scouts, your demo man, your soldiers. They're jumping in, and then they jump in, they land, and they've got about a quarter or half their health left. So it's limited to what you can actually use it for, but it's an interesting idea. I just don't think it works too well in a competitive environment, unless the other medic is using quick fix at the same time.
It's more of a fun weapon than a viable weapon as it comes to actual playing competitive. I'd say the Vaccinator might be a bit more viable, and as it comes to actually playing, but you know, it requires a lot of micromanagement from the medic, and sometimes medics are really busy caring about every single stuff that is around, than actually switching between the protections, between the modes of the Vaccinator. I think it's a very interesting weapon. I think that's one of the most interesting weapons, one of the most complicated ones, but it's really hard to learn how to use it effectively, and sometimes in the competitive world of TF2, it's sometimes just not worth the wait, like old Gaben would say.
I think, John, if you don't mind doing the honours, maybe posting the STV in the stream chat. A couple of lads have got slow connection issues. Can't stream 720p, a bunch of pagans, but I'm sorry, he's just not offending our viewers at all. I like pagan metal, if that's anything to go by. But we're just waiting for, I think Lazy Bear is on the server now, so who's it? Nyak is just joining, so that's the demo for It's All Good, and hopefully should be starting relatively soon. That's him just joined the team now, so hopefully we'll see them. Oh, apparently I've just got a message from Bulo saying that they need to get someone else. I'm not sure who they'll be replacing, but I'll get that information from him.
Okay, so we just need to wait a bit more for the replacement to come to the server. And as it comes to 720p, it's not that John can do anything about that. It's about the policy of Twitch, because I've read about that a bit, and they seem to give the option to all people that actually paid for the Twitch Turbo, where they can actually like switch their option to lower resolutions. The rest of the people, yes, you need to be a partner, but it's not really an option for people that are not paying for Twitch to actually watch streams, which is controversial to say the least. I don't really like the decision, but I can understand it, as Twitch doesn't really offer that much of an advertisements. They only advertise when you start a stream, and that's it. Of course, it depends on the streamer as well, but the policy is just controversial. Exactly, so it's...
Yeah. Big shout out to Twitch John, by the way. He does a lot for the TF2 community, putting us on the front page and stuff during the big games that are on Vanilla TV and Team Fortress TV. For anyone who's completely new to competitive TF2 and this is your first stream you've ever watched, make sure you check teamfortress.tv and etsallgood.org for any more competitive news. If you like what you're seeing here and you feel like you want to join a team, there's recruitment sections and everything. And there's plenty of threads and advice if you're wanting to know more about competitive TF2.
And also you can ask any person that wants to mentor you to be their mentee and actually learn a bit more about a set class that you want to play. So really, it's one of the most friendly communities that are currently in the internet. So just ask around. I know people will just be more than happy to help you out. And we can see Joe and you, just Joe, okay?
He plays for Killswitch now, is it?
Yes, he does.
I think, yeah, so Joe NUFC, I think I remember him playing for It's All About the Gibbous, which have now disbanded, so looks like he's filling in his demo for Nyak, who's having internet problems, but Joe NUFC is being quite dominant here in the first mid-fight, and it looks like hePPa's falling back. Maybe I think, I'm just trying to see if he's trying to use regular Uber. I think, yeah. Cottonite is using regular Uber, and I'm seeing what Bulo is trying to use. I think he's using Kritzkrieg. He's got it at 75%, so he's probably telling Joe to not be too aggressive at the moment, but Pinky's taking quite a few bits of spam there. They've almost got the Kritzkrieg, so let's see if Bulo can do anything with this.
They're going now with the crits, they're popping the crits on the demo, but hePPa just wisely backed out of there and popped the regular Uber onto the point, so that crit is not going to do anything to hePPa's team, but Rudy gets a really nice flare shot on Depsh. Goala gets a headshot on Rudy, so we're just seeing a regular good old DM here on Calf Lakeside midpoint.
Wow, Roto just got a... I think he just got a pick on Bulo there. Gunboat's doing work. Just like jumped in, managed to get 2 rockets onto him, and then that was basically it. Done there. I'm sorry, I've just realised that It's All Good are now on blue and hePPa's on red, so I was just getting a bit confused.
Exactly, they switched colors, so just bear in mind. Okay, so we see right now that It's All Good managed to get this point for 1 minute, but now hePPa's regained that position and control of the point and trying to hold it behind it. Cottonite is standing currently on 100% Uber where Bulo is only on 50%. He's still using that Kritzkrieg, so he probably needs this Joe NUFC to stay safe and using Pinky as a meat shield. But there goes the Bread Pop, really wise decision from Cottonite. They're trying to flush blue team out of the point. Bulo goes down to Santu, the hePPa scout, A really nice play, but Joe NFC just being really aggressive and gets the kill on Carthon Knight, trying to get some time on the point. Really nice exchange of picks here, and seems like most of hePPa's team is down.
Yep, absolutely. I think Joe NUFC is getting pressured on by the scout, but I think he manages to stay alive there. hePPa's just getting spawns up just now, so Bulo's got about a 20% Uber advantage at the moment. Still more people going down for hePPa, and it looks like It's All Good are going to be able to cap this point. So 2 minutes and 9 seconds they have to hold it for.
Exactly. hePPa's already wiped out again. They already got their respawns as defending team that already capped the point has longer respawns than the team on the offense. hePPa's currently trying to get some spam on the middle point right here, where Joe and Fanny are standing, but it's not quite working as Bolo is supporting them from behind. Bolo is already standing on 100% when Carthon Knight is 75. So we'll probably see another crit streak Uber going on from the water house on the right side on the bath
looks like
house.
they're trying to be aggressive with this. They're trying to pick out and see where the crits are. The crits is coming in now. Let's see if we can get into done. Carthon Knight just kind of Ubers, doesn't manage to get into done at the moment. Nicely keeps his combo alive there during that. So it's a bit unfortunate that Bulo had to crits when he did, but he could have maybe saved that a bit. He wasn't getting pressured on a bit too much in that house. Could have maybe fallen out, but I think they were just trying to get the jump on hePPa, but it didn't seem to work out that time. So at least Bulo is still alive, so he's got a slight advantage on his his crit. Sorry, so we'll see if they can maybe hold this. But they are getting pressured on in the house now. I think they need to fall out at the moment because it's just Bulo and Pinky in the house there. I think the Joe NUFC is filling in for Nyak is just being there. He's trying to maybe get some pressure on the demo. Can he get Carthon Knight down? Carthon Knight gets taken down by Lazy Bear in the end after a lot of damage being taken. Lazy Bear cleans up a bit on curates as well, so it looks like It's All Good are going to be able to hold this a little bit longer. They've got 32 seconds left.
Exactly. Bolo's already 100% crits right now, where Carthon Knight just respawned. They're already, hePPa's already losing players here to Lazy Bear Joe. They're really good combo, it seems. Lazy Bear, the Scout, and Joe, the demo, really working well together. Trying to get some spam there. There goes the crits. They get the medic with that crits. They get a lot of plays on the right side. Only 2 players up for hePPa. 5 seconds left on the middle point. Fanny starting with the engineer and with Joe and with Bolo. Just no one goes behind, and there goes the first point to It's All Good, who's surprisingly named hePPa.
Yeah, very convincing performance by It's All Good there. Lazy Bear's top of the scoreboard, even above Bulo with that crit streak. So Lazy Bear definitely playing Scout the way it's intended to be on this map, picking off weak players. He's getting a lot of kills, he's getting a lot of caps, doing a lot of work, Lazy Bear at the moment. So well played to him. Let's see what It's All Good, if they can follow into this point, or is hePPa going to maybe get it together? It looks like hePPa's on the left hand side. Just seeing the Carthon Knight is still on Uber, so he's not going to switch it up to crit screen and maybe counter Bulo. I don't know if Bulo's still on the same. It looks like he still is. He's got 85%. Joe NUFC is just going to try and load up his stickies, I'm guessing, and they're just going to go in and see if they can get work done. It looks like the combo for hePPa is just hanging outside the house. The crits comes in, sees if he can get anything done. He hasn't so far, but Carthon Knight's got the Uber. Unfortunately, Depth goes down, so it's just the Pyro up with him, and see if they can get any picks on Bulo. Curates managed to take him down because he fell in the water. Unlucky there, Bulo, but it looks like hePPa's got this because there's only 3 pairs left for It's All Good.
It's a really good counter pop from Carthon Knight, who was already being picked like by Pyro. He was on 100 health, he was burning, but he got saved there. He managed to get the super going on. He managed to counter pop in the time where he needed, and he managed to just kill everyone. But there goes, he just single-handedly killing Carthon Knight without any protection. There goes Below with him in the bathhouse right now. They're pushing through bathhouse, trying to see what's going on the point. It seems like hePPa's already back in now. They're only 4 up. They really don't want to contend the middle point right now. Let's stand trying to get some headshots on middle point. He didn't get a single one, and Fanny just, hey man, I'm watching you, and he body shotted him to death. Yeah,
no luck there, Listerald. Didn't seem to work out there, but It looks like Bulo's got a full crits advantage at the moment. See if they can make use of it. It looks like Rota's trying to get in and maybe kill the medic. Doesn't manage to get him in the end, so that's unfortunately really picks him down. I think he got covered in urine as well, so I didn't have much luck there. Fanny gets taken down with Lestrade, a little bit of a revenge kill there of sorts, and Lestrade's actually dominating him. I'm sorry, it looks like HSCX, the spy for It's All Good, actually picked Lestrade earlier on with a headshot from the ambassador, I'm guessing. And it looks like hePPa is going to be able to easily get this point. There's only 4 players up for It's All Good. Need to get rid of that random combat demonstrate, the bane of any scout's existence. And yeah, I mean, it looks like hePPa kind of are starting to work together as a team a lot more now.
Exactly. We've seen Bulo pushing for the right side near the bathhouse with that crits before, but he didn't quite get what he wanted to do. He got picked out by the Pyro, but it was the red pop, Uber pop with Roto. He manages to kill Rudy, who is a Pyro, which is quite impressive for a soldier to kill a Pyro. Trying to get some more spam on the left side there. Pinky's being spammed out, but he's quite safe. Lazybird trying to get some kills, trying to get some spam on them. He's hanging out pretty well, but no, Santa is there, just kill him and finish him off. We see Lestrade just lurking on the midpoint there. He gets Fanny with a really quick scope. Really nice play there by Lestrade, and It's All Good are forced to back out a bit. They're trying to get some spam from even further than behind the point, just from the building area behind it, trying to pick some players out. Cotton Eye is currently standing on 85%, while Bulo is only 8.
Lestrade just had a fantastic life there. He actually took down Bulo right at the start and then proceeds to get about 3 or 4 kills. And that's why you can see that the crits is actually even, but if it was Uber then you'd be at quite a bit of disadvantage. But then it looks like the Uber / crits has been exchanged. They've not been able to do anything with this crits at all. But the scout is on Bulo. Is he going to be able to get him? Yes, he does. Free plate Santi there. Perfect scattergun shots. Total meat shots twice on Bulo. Gets him taken down in the end, even though he got juggled. But it looks like hePPa are just going to come on in to maybe capture this. GeoNUFC's on the... sorry. It's All Good's on the point trying to contest it, but hePPa's going to hold this for now. Rudy's on the point, maybe seeing if he can cap it. It gets picked off by Lestrade, who's...
Lestrade,
wow.
He's on fire. He's on fire. He's just picking out every single It's All Good's player without a single problem. Gala is trying to work his way around here as a spy, trying to get behind the point, trying to get behind the medic, but he got called out. He had to run away. He didn't quite do what he intended to do. Looks like It's All Good trying to push in from the bathhouse. They still have that some time on the point. They can still use the overtime to actually cap it and make, when they're pushing out from the bathhouse, trying to spam out. There goes the red pub. Cotton Eye just blocking the point single-handedly, trying to do something, but he's all alone here.
Oh,
he's all alone.
He
gets caught out by the Pyro and he gets shot by HSCX. Really
I think he
nice
milked that
player.
Uber a little too much, actually. Should have maybe just went on the point and then just Ubered as soon as he could have, but he got blasted away by Rudy and then he was just left on his own. All the other players went down. I don't know if that was because he was unable to flash them due to being compression blasted away. I think it was maybe a combination of that and just the inability to keep the players alive in time to get the Uber to make it effective. But it looks like It's All Good. They've got 1 minute and 30 seconds to cap this. They're being quite aggressive with the crits, seeing if they can get anything done, but he's only got on Pinky. He's not able to find GeoNUFC, who I'm guessing probably just spawned up, so that crits wasn't much use. But it does look like Cotton Knights ended up going down, so
it didn't matter at all because Cotton Eye was already dead. He was spawning, so they still have that slight advantage. Can still build Uber pretty well. We can see Fanny and and CM on the middle point here, trying to guard it single-handedly. Where right side they're trying to It's All Good trying to hold it, but Bulo goes down to shots the engineer, gunning him down with that shotgun, and now Demo and Jojo and Pinky get down by Goala. Really nice play there. Pyro completely missed him, and only Schmooze is on the right side for It's All Good, while Cotton Eye just dies again to Schmooze.
Yep. And he's actually on crit speed now as well. He's going to try and see if he can get some countering, which makes sense because hePPa, they do have good DM. They just seem a little bit all over the place on Lakeside. It's like chalk and cheese, or compared to Gully Wash, they were definitely on the ball. I don't know if they've maybe just inexperienced with the map. What do you think it is, Jake?
I don't know what's going on here, because on Galliwash they seem to be really knowing what they're doing, really out DM It's All Good in the first 3 rounds. They didn't have any problem with that. Here they just seem to be really out of position. They can't seem to work their Ubers well, even though they have this slight advantage when it comes to crits versus Uber when they actually get it, but they're not using that well enough to actually kill It's All Good and cap the point and effectively lose it. Last round was really close because it was 0-0 on the timer. So It's All Good won, and there goes Coffin Knight to Lazybear on the right side when looking from It's All Good's position.
Yeah, Joe NUFC laid quite a few stickies on Coffin Knight there and called it, and then I think Lazybear just came in and made complete use of that. Got a couple of shots on Coffin Knight, managed to take him down, so that in a sense, that essentially won It's All Good the point on that mid-fight.
Bulo is currently standing on 100% crits, or Coffin Knight is already on 30. We see Joe and UFC with Bulo trying to see what's going on the point. They're hanging out a bit far as Lestraud is just watching midpoint. They're not allowing enemy heads to pop out, really. But he kills Pinky, who just briefly poked his head out of the point, and he dies.
Bulo's got a full crit though.
He dies to
Lestraud. He gets taken down. Oh, it's another bot for Bulo, unfortunately, but I guess it was a crit, so there was nothing he could do. He can pop it, of course, because no invulnerabilities with that crit streak, but pity Joe and UFC. I think he was really excited about those crit stickies, but in the end, no milk for him, I guess.
I couldn't say that better. It was quite unfortunate for It's All Good there, but they managed to hold the point quite well. That Uber was counterpop from hePPa's side, wasn't that working, but they still managed to soft push in and get some time on it. Well, let's see at this. Let's just look at this. It's All Good's train, raid train, I'd say, just going onto the point, just completely out DMing hePPa's. They seem to be all over the place. They really scattered around, trying to get some spam behind the point, but it's not quite working. The point still belongs to hePPa's team, but It's All Good are working on it, and they get it eventually.
Yeah, Coffin Knight's kind of putting himself in a bad position. It looks like the spy's going to go in for a pick here and maybe see if he can get him down. And yeah, let's try getting another pick on Fanny, out sniping him on this map. Is the spy coming up? Yeah, it looks like he switched back to Uber because crit streak has just not been working for them, but I think that was more down to his team not really paying attention to him, as well as him putting himself in a bad position. But Joe NUFC ends up taking him down as soon as that Uber's faded out of the house. Coffin Knight gets taken down, but Vulo's actually down as well, so neither medic's up at the moment. It's All Good's holding this point, but it seems to be equal player numbers pretty much.
Exactly. On the points currently, Shots, who is trying to work his way around, caps the point single-handedly with the help of his little mini sentry. It gets down to Fanny, one shot from the sniper rifle. A soldier is jumping on them, but Roto gets done by anti-aircraft gun named Pinky, and it looks like It's All Good are capping middle point again.
Yep, and I just realised that if they were able to cap this and there's 58 seconds to go, and then that would be 3 points and they win the map, so the result to play for at the moment. It definitely looks like the experience on Lakeside is definitely showing for It's All Good. I think hePPa's been caught with their pants down a little bit at the moment. They seem a little bit cautious and confused about what exactly they need to be doing. It looks like DM's only carrying to an extent for them at the moment. But yeah, Coffin Knight is just waiting for his Uber. He's at 80%. I think Bulo's still on Crits Creek, so they're probably just waiting to get this to 90 and then push on in. Pinky gets taken down by Santu as well, so there's not going to be a heavy for the counter crits. I guess he's going to probably use it on Joe and UFC as well. Yeah, the crits in, and Coffin Knight gets taken down. He drops his Uber.
Ow.
And that, I think that's definitely going to be GG now. Yeah, surely it is. And wow, It's All Good's really impressed me on this map. It looks like the spy's trying to get taken down. Yeah, HSCX gets it. Rub salt in the wounds. Guala takes down Bulo as well, but I don't think it's going to be enough at this point. Although the spy's on the point, he's going to maybe see if he can cap. Guala is able to actually get there in time.
Exactly. hePPas have 2 more minutes to actually get the point out of this. I don't really see that coming because Call of map is really fast-paced. The spawns are really close to each other, to the midpoint especially. So you can see really a couple of pushes, couple of soft pushes even, and see what's going to happen here. But still running that crit, which seemed to work very well last time. I think it's a good decision to actually stick with it and trying to work his way around, even though they don't have this safety ball that regular Uber has. Knight is currently standing on 100% Uber. They should pop it right now. They did. They're running on the point. They killed Pink and trying to work their way around, but nothing is going to happen. Uber faded, and Bulos standing on 100%.
There's a counter crits coming in. Joe NUFC get work done on here. He's managed to get a Rotom curates down. It looks like It's All Good. Have definitely got this point here. I don't think it's enough for hePPa. Oh, surely.
There goes the stab by Gola.
Gola takes down Joe NUFC and Lazy Bear. Wow, he's just like all out, and yeah, it looks like It's All Good are gonna take this map 3 points to 0. So wow, I think they were really showing their potential on Gully Wash. It was just unfortunately time ran out, but they've really brought that momentum into Lakeside and shown to hePPa that yeah, we are good if not better than you.
Exactly. What we see right now, just 2 players left on hePPa's team. They really quickly left the server after this game. I think they didn't like the result of Lakeside game here. I don't want to call names, but it seems a bit like a rage quit. But you know, it's end of the game, so it's end of the actual game tonight. It's All Good wins 4-3. They lost first game 4-3 to hePPa, but they absolutely rolled them on Lakeside 3-0. And they end up with 6-4 lead, and they won the match today.
Yeah, usually I would say that hePPa were mad and they were rage quitting, but I guess it's quite late over in Finland by now. It might be a school night over there too, so probably just keen to get to their beds and dream about drinking as they always do. And so yeah, I guess we could probably call it a night here, Jake. So this has been Blackout TV casting ETF2L Highlander Season 4 Division 2B match between It's All Good and hePPa. hePPa won the first map on Gully Wash 4 points to 3, and It's All Good have won Lakeside 3 points to 0 against hePPa, and a very dominant display by them.
Exactly. I really like what It's All Good showed on Lakeside. They really picked up the game, and they showed what they can do, and they did it quite well, even though hePPa was really dominant the first part of Gully Wash game. But that would be it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Jake with Russian on the other side of the mic, and today with us, as always, has been John, working on the stream, working on that cam. Thank you, John, for doing that for us, and I guess that'll be it. Thank you again, and see you next time.
And follow us on Twitter. No, not Twitter.
Shh.
Twitch.
Advertise
Fuck Twitter.
like shamies, whores. Thank
yeah,
you.
night, folks. See ya.
Good night.